Okay, I don't know why I didn't record pouring all the beads into this, because I think that would have been cool, but for some reason I did not do it. And so I just was going to show some of the assortment of beads that I have here. These hearts with the squares on them, the checkered, those are so cute. And then I have some stars and some stars here. This is just some random beads that came in a package together. Some of them are super sparkly, and some of them are striped and colored and pearled, but they would all combine together to make a, a certain look for a bead. And I got these gummy bears. The little gummy bears right here, they're super cute too. And these flowers. Those are cute. And then all these just different assortment of little rubber beads are very cute. There's flowers, mushrooms, just some black and white designs, some hearts, just some rainbow beads. Lots of different assortments. Okay, here we have just beads that say love. And it comes in an assortment of colors, like mostly blue and pink. And then there's a couple of yellow and green, but not that many. Mainly pink and blue. Have some more gummy bears, some more flowers, some silicone balls, and some bees. I might make like a purse charm or something like that with those. But anyway, I love these. I love my little container here. I got it at Hobby Lobby for $2.99. And I bought 2 of them. The next one I'm going to fill up with letters. And so I guess I could record that. I should have recorded fixing those beads in that box. But here I can do the letters. Okay, so some of these letters came from Hobby Lobby and some of them came from Walmart. These are heart-shaped with the letters. I'm trying to figure out what I do with my scissors. Here they are. Okay, so these are heart-shaped with the letters, black lettering on them. And so I thought those were kind of different. I just don't want to spill them in the floor. It would take... I'd just have to sweep them up and throw them away. Oh, I guess I could go through them in the dustpan, but that would be grody. But I don't want to spill them. I'd never get them all picked up. Okay, so cute. I love those hearts. And then I have some here that is round flat circles with gold letters. These, I think, came from Walmart. And so I'm wanting to make a lot of bracelets with different words. Some inspirational words, some reminding words to, might be just reminders for me or something. But I'm wanting to make, and I don't want all my words to look the same. So I was trying to get some different types of letters. Oh, I got a couple more in here. Just so, all my bracelets don't look exactly alike. I wanted some black letters, gold letters. Here's some with colored letters. All different colors. I really like these. I like these because they're just random colors. And that way the words would just have random colored letters. And I did get 2 bags of that, I believe. I hope I did. Although it was $300 something in that bag. Sometimes you just run short on vowels. Some words like Llama, Mama, Kayla is going to use a lot of A's. And then I didn't want to just run out of A's. So I went ahead and got 2 bags of that. Okay, and then I have some flat numbers, some circle flat numbers in black, and I just wanted some random numbers. I like random numbers. I'm very, very random. And then I got some heart spacers, just some hearts, and to use as spacers. So let me add those in there because I'd be using those with the letters. And I dropped a letter over here, which it don't really matter, but did I drop any more? Maybe not. Okay. And then let's see, did I get any more letters? That might be all those letters. I did get these. They're the pony bead size letters. And I went ahead and got 2 bags of those because those are kind of nice and big. And plus, remember what I said, if I do Llama Mama Kayla, I probably done took all the A's out of that package. Alright, I have another pack I think I'll just hang on to on that. Unless that is all, I could just go ahead and pour those in. I picked up some others, packages of beads from Hobby Lobby while they had them 50% off. They had this company, the Pony Beads by Bead Design Company. They were all 50% off, so I went ahead and grabbed up some letters. I have pony beads in a drawer in there. I have lots of pony beads, and so I did go ahead and get a few beads, but I already know I have a lot, so I didn't go crazy on getting a bunch of pony beads, but I did not have letters. Where's my scissors? Oh, there's my scissors. These are spacers to go in between words, so I don't know if I want this in this box or the other box. I might put these in the other box. Although I did put the hearts, it's going to be spacers over here. These would kind of go between words or between beads or something. Alright, I guess I can put them in here. Looks like candy. Alright, that took up... It would have took up more than I had room for in here anyway. It don't matter if they spill over just a tiny bit. In the next one, I can clearly see. But, let me just see if they're all flat. So that did fill up 3 containers, but those are all assortment of clear, translucent colors and, you know, solid colors. So cool. And then when I opened a drawer down here, I did find a pack that I had got at Michael's one time. Clearance down or something. And so I'm definitely going to make a bracelet or a couple for myself with this. I've just been kind of hanging on to these, waiting to get some letters and all to make me some bracelets. These do have llamas in them, or alpacas. I'm going to call them a llama. It just says bead kit, assemble. A bead kit. Okay. Anyway. That's what I got. Oh, yeah, I have these stars. Well, I have some others here. I don't know. I don't have enough room. I needed another box. But let me tell you, Hobby Lobby had the best prices on this box. I did look at them at Walmart. And, yeah, a box this size was about $10 at Walmart. $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. Only thing is, I do wish I had a big rubber band to put around it, because I don't trust myself to not drop stuff. So I could easily accidentally drop this and it would come open and spill out everywhere. So I might look and see if we have some big rubber bands in our rubber band jar to just put around that. Because it doesn't lock. Now you might be able to pay more at Walmart for ones that do lock. But these kind of just pop on and off. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that little clip. That's what I was doing for the moment. And did I find my other... I thought I found my other, I know I just pulled that out. What is wrong with me? Oh, there it is. Here it is. I got it. Okay, so I do have two different size. My friend Kim told me to get a 0.5 and a 0.7, so I did. At Stretchy Magic at Hobby Lobby. You can probably find that at Michael's or at Walmart also. I didn't look at it there, so I saw it at Hobby Lobby and grabbed it. Because I probably wouldn't have remembered to look at it at the other places. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. And just playing with my beads. Sissy, this is Sissy. She went the last few days of like about 3 days in a row of really not having much to do with me. Just kind of standoffish, and normally when I call her and tell her to come here, she comes to me, and she just wasn't doing that. And now today she's decided we're best friends again. So I don't know. Cats are funny, you know, they're weird. It has to be on their terms. Honestly, they have to decide what, you know, they want to spend time with you. They want you to pet them, or they don't want you to pet them, or what. It's their decision. But she was, you know, spending a lot of time with me, sleeping with me. And then she just quit all of a sudden. And I was trying to figure out, like, what has happened to her, you know, like, what caused that? And now she's back at it today, just clinging to me. I was looking for my wooden ball thing, just to make sure these are in there good, and I guess they are. I can't push them down any further, but maybe they don't need to go any further. Oh well, I'm just gonna stuff it. This is for me that I am making, and I'll tell you what I am making. I am making another Emilio. I just never liked this one. I never have liked it. Its eyes are way too far back. It is. And so this one, I set my eyes much further in. Yeah, I come up a row on the one I'm making now. On the eyes, I came up maybe 2 rows. Yep, I think I came up 2 rows. So, we'll see if I don't like this one better. So, stuff his little head. And I am going to finish giving my review of Big Sully. in just a moment, but I wanted to get this head completed. My neighbor, she's not really she don't live on my road, but I'm gonna say she's a neighbor because she lives in my community. Zeke's mom. She came down and visited me last night, and we had a good visit, and she was crocheting, I was crocheting, and we was just chatting about her kids, life, when my kids were younger, just chatting about all the things like that. Enjoyed it very much. Had a great chat and visit, and sometimes we just get to talking, the time gets away, and before we know it, it's like 11 p.m. But she usually puts her small children down to bed before she comes down, and their dad's there. So I need to see what row I'm on. Okay, is that right? Seems like I already did that, but the rows count out, so. And I didn't do that on the row before. It looks like just a single crochet all the way around, so decrease. I guess that's why I didn't stuff it. I didn't do this row, is because I needed to stuff it and recheck them eyes. And I guess I'm gonna take a little stuffing out because I don't want to pull all that stuffing out into the outside of the head. What is it, sassy? Sissy? Sissy girl? She's probably looking for something she can take, because she's my little thief. She likes to take things that are not hers. Huh, sissy? Do you like to take things that's not yours, girl? Sissy girl. Oh. I thought she'd move on after I got to crocheting, actually. You want to watch me crochet, sissy? I really was glad I was able to get out and go to town with Zeke. He asked me, we were in Walmart, he's like, "Are you okay, Miss Kayla?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I just need to make it to the front of the store and check out and make it to the car." I did get wore out. I did. It was rough. I did it, but I struggled doing it. I told him, I said, "I'm not fixing to drop dead in the middle of Walmart." He thought I was. He was like, "Do I need to go get you a riding cart?" I was like, "No, I need to walk. I can do it. I can do it." Whew, it was rough on me. We did Hobby Lobby, and we stayed in there way too long, too. And so we decided to go eat. After that, go to get lunch and sit and rest for a moment. So we did that, and then we went to Walmart. And yeah, it was hard. It was hard, but I did it. Wait. Surely. I'm gonna put another row of decrease in here. Mm. Sissy? What are you doing, Sissy? What you doing? So, how's your day going? What are you up to today? Now that I got that other idea out of my head, now I can just get back to crocheting things that I can crochet. Okay, I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to decrease this, but hold my yarn. I gotta hold that yarn tight on there. Two more if I can do it. Two more. I'll take that stitch marker out because it's hanging up in my hook. Sissy. Sissy girl, I really need you to move along. She's like, surely you got somewhere soft here to lay. Alright, last decrease on this. Look at her curl up there to take a little nappy. Don't scratch. Don't scratch. I just got them their collars. Oh, look at her. She's so sweet. She is a little sweetie. And she's out. I'll have to get up and walk around so she'll follow me to another room, I guess. Man. I just heard metal clang to metal. I don't see anything outside. Maybe it's Big Daddy back there. Must be. I think I hear him moving around. Alright. Oh, man. Now I need to put some stuffing in here if I can get it from... I had to get it from under Sissy. Alright. I didn't want to have so much stuff in there that I was pulling it through to the outside of this little head, so now I gotta struggle to get it in there. Sissy's at nap time. Got that stitch marker there, so I'll know that that is the top of the head. And just so I don't put it on any other kind of way. She just got over there and laid down on top of everything I had in here for this. Okay, I need just a... Like, this part here is not stuffed, so I still need to put a little stuffing in there. I think she's on top of it, the other part, so... She's snoring a little bit. sometimes at night, or I'll be asleep in my chair and I'll wake up, I'll hear something and wake up. And I think, I think she's not in the room with me. She's hiding somewhere, but yet she's sleeping and she's making that noise that she makes sometimes when she sleeps. She don't always make the noise, but sometimes I guess when she's in a deep sleep, she does. And if you're not thinking about it and you hear that noise and, there's no cats or animals around you and you're the only one in the room, so you think, it can freak you out just a little bit. Alright, so that is my little head, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this yarn and close that up. It's not overly stuffed. I've got the shell done down to the part where I need to change to the green yarn. So I've got to do that and create the bottom of the shell. This part will be fastened on to the shell. So you won't see this part back here. It's the back of the head. Not sure how much you can even see what I'm doing. Sissy girl went right to sleep and she's sleeping hard. Alright, let's see. One more stitch, I think, right through there. Alright. Okay, so I got that closed up. I was trying not to take it out of the needle. Alright. So I'm just going to weave this yarn in a whole bunch of different places and a whole bunch of holes all the way around. As long as my yarn is long enough to run it around here. Oh, it come out. Let's see, I think I'm just going to go down to the bottom of the head and pull it out now. All right. Now, I have my green turtle head done. Yeah, that'll look a lot better. I know the eyes are supposed to be on the side of the head, but here they just look like they're way too far back. So I just moved them up a couple of rows. I don't know. I like this better than that. Okay. Now, sissy, I'm going to have my project, baby. Okay. I have my brown. And I think I'm going to have to go refer to my pattern because I think I was supposed to change to the green yarn on that last row. I mean, on that last stitch. So I'll have to go look that up and see. Trying to convince Sissy that she wants to get up and go sleep somewhere else. Alright, thank you. Don't you want to go sleep somewhere else? Go find Sassy. Go find your... Oh, there's a stitch marker. Go find your sassy sister. Ooh. Okay, so earlier in a video, I was trying to crochet with this. I was thinking that I was going to make up a bunch of these heads in this green yarn. And I wanted to make up, you know, as many as I could with this. And then I got this yarn, which is the same exact thing. I got it from Amazon. And I was going to do the shells in this color. Rainbow. Nope. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to return this to Amazon. Because I can't crochet with that. My hands have just gotten so bad that I gotta stick with what I can do and not force what I can't do. So yeah, I'd ordered this from Amazon. I just got it in, and so I was thinking about this all ever since I ordered the yarn. I was thinking about, you know, I was gonna make up these heads and then make up the shells with this, and then that's just what I was going to do kind of when I was sitting in my chair, as, you know, leisurely crochet while I'm watching a movie at night before I go to sleep. And yeah, y'all saw me struggle with that, and it was just too much pain on my hands. So yeah, it was a good idea, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to return this to Amazon. And good thing I didn't open it. Anyway, yeah. It'd been pretty, but not gonna happen. And so I'm having to get more picky about things that I'm doing, or what I can do, or I'm willing to do. Like, okay, I could fight with that and take a week to make that. It wouldn't fit in what I was wanting to do. And my hand hurting so bad that I might not even be able to crochet with that. So yeah, it's no use in just suffering and causing yourself more pain. So, I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to, you know, like, attempt that again. I know what works, so I shouldn't be trying to change it, right? Okay, so my review on the big Sully here. I hate to say this because it's not what I wanted to say. Okay, could you all just move over, maybe? Okay, so I did open this in a video or two back. There's a video, maybe 2 videos ago, of me opening this and going over it and, you know, saying what I thought at the moment. And now that I have actually had yarn in it, I had this in it, and then I was in my chair. I had wanted this to have in my lap to keep my yarn from just going all over the place on the floor and all that. Or the cat's trying to grab my yarn and run with it. And also, or me dropping the yarn, okay? Here's the deal. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Let me move this out of my way. I'm running out of places to set stuff. I need a bigger desk. Or less junk. But we're going to go with a bigger desk. I need a bigger desk. Okay, let me see if I can set this up here. Okay, so I'll tell you what I don't like about it. First off, I just feel like it's kind of, it's not the cheapest plastic, but it's not the best either. And I do feel like one drop and this is going to crack, break, shatter, whatever, and it's going to be done with. And I think I paid $34 for that, and I'd be very upset to just that to happen. Okay, so my thoughts was I could sit there. I wanted something to have in my lap to, you know, have my yarn there. It's too big to set in my lap. It's just, I kept having to hold on to this while I'm trying to crochet to keep this from falling out of my lap. So I was just like, that's defeating my purpose of crocheting if I'm having to hold on to this. So, yeah, I don't like it. It's more of a nuisance than it was helpful. And, yeah, I'm going to return it. I just didn't like it at all. Now, saying that, that's my opinion. That's me, in my chair with my lap. And that's just my opinion. Okay, my friend Eva has this. She loves it. She loves hers. That is great. I'm glad it works out great for her. I'm glad she loves it. It is just not for me. It's not. And I don't know if it's my, just my hand situation or what, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Now this thing, you're supposed to be able to set this right here and put a regular skein of yarn on that and be able to pull through, which that's nice. You know, and then you could put scrap balls here. You could put several scrap balls and run your yarn out through here. The good thing about that is you don't have to cut your yarn to finish your, you know, to change projects. You just open the lid and it's the half of the circles here and half the circles on the lid. So you can just take your yarn off and, you know, put a new project in. You don't have to finish the project or cut your yarn to change. So that's the good thing about it. I can see where it has some other benefits and such, but like this, I couldn't get it in that piece right there because I felt like I was going to break it. I just felt like I was going to break it if I forced it. So I'm going to put this right there, just laying it in. Uh-oh, I took that out. I'm reboxing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm boxing it back up. It just wasn't for me. I was hoping it was. I really was wanting to love this. But it's not. And then when Zeke came down, I did get him to look at it, and, you know, it's like, what do you think about this plastic? And he's like, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. And I drop things so much, I cannot hold on to stuff. And so I know I'm going to drop it. And even when it was sitting in my lap, I felt like it was fixing to just tumble out of my lap at any moment. And so, therefore, I was trying to, like, at one point, I was like this. I had my project. I'm having to hold this to me so that it doesn't fall out of my lap, and then I'm crocheting. I was like, oh, this is making crochet more difficult for me. Like I said, some people may love it, but I don't. I did not love it, and I wanted to love it. That's the thing about it. I really wanted to. So anyway, I'm boxing it back up, and it is going back to Amazon. And that's just my review. Like I said, Eva loves hers. She does, and so that's great for her. But for me, it's a thumbs down. Well, anyway. Okay. And thankfully I still have the box that it came in. I mean the outside box that it was in. So I'm just going to return it. I could use that to buy more tube style yarn. And maybe I don't need anything to hold my yarn. I probably don't. Because anything just felt like it was going to fall anyway. And probably because this is just kind of bulky. It's kind of big and bulky. And it just felt like it was going to fall out of my lap. So it looks nice. I love the idea of it. It just didn't work for me. Now, I'm back to crocheting on my turtle shell. And I'm having to crochet in the back loops only for this round, and so it's kind of a little bit hard. Not hard, but just having to pay attention to what I'm doing, you know, making sure you just get the back loop only. Right? Let me just make sure I'm doing that right. Oh gosh. Yes, back loop only. Sometimes, do you ever second guess yourself? Like, did I read that right? I am doing the right thing, right? I do that. Alright. Anyway, I'm making my little turtle. I'm going to retire that one and exchange it out for this one. Yeah. And I might make some more turtles with the rainbow colored shells, but just not with that yarn. I'd have to use the tube yarn to do it. So that's a possibility that I'll be making some more of these turtles with my variegated tube yarn. Because remember, I did get a package of that, and it was for little projects like this and different things. So I'm just going to follow my pattern and try to get this completed. Hey friends. Okay, I mean business today. I mean seriously. I've got to get my desk cleaned off and just cleaned up. It's just too crowded, too junky looking right now. It's all things that I've been using, but it's got to go. I'm sick of it. So I just have a lot of things piled up, different projects that I'm working on, some beads that I just got, and some beads that I pulled out that I already had. And so, yeah, I just got a lot going on right here. Things I need to box up, pack up to send back to Amazon. So this is what I'm going to be working on. And I'll be checking back in with you guys to see how it's going. But right now, I just need to get busy. Like, I got a lot to do here. And I can't just sit around today and work around my mess because my brain needs it to be cleared up so I can work. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll check back in with you guys in just a few minutes. Believe it or not, this is progress. I am just working fast, trying to get some things cleaned up. Here's my other bracelet that Kim had made me. And so I'm going to be making some bracelets here in the next few days. I'm just going to slip that on my hand. Not that I need two Llama Mama Kaylas on my hand, but just to put it somewhere for right now. Right? Okay, so I'm just sorting through, seeing what everything is and putting things wherever they need to go. I have parts. I have this werewolf. I need to put him together. I have most of his parts done. I think I need to do his tail and the mane on top of his head. And I just hadn't done it for no reason in particular. Okay. Stitch markers to the left of me, since I'm now left-handed. Not really, but I pretend to be left-handed. I keep my clippers right here on my left side. Used to, I kept them on my right side, but I had to change. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to change up and go with the flow. And that is what I'm doing, going with the flow. Alright, so anyway, I just wanted to let you know I am working, but gosh, I got out of breath so fast. So fast I can get out of breath. Okay, still got a lot to do right here. Just in working and getting things done, getting things taken care of. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go pouring stuff out of bags. I was working on this, and I was trying to use a 4mm crochet hook. I practice with that every now and then, because I would like to get down to making a 4 for some projects. Not every project, but sometimes I feel like a 4 would be best. And so I was making the small, wooble, tiny hot cocoa. And so I am using a 4mm hook in it. So I just went ahead and put that in there. So I'll have it. This is the werewolf. Those glasses. Yeah, Mr. B. Barnaby still has his, but I just got these for fun to change around on different ones. Sometimes now I'm putting their eyes just a little bit closer, because some of them, it might be too far away to use the glasses, and then some of them I've purposely put them a little bit closer together to use glasses for fun. Just for fun little things. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got my desk cleaned off pretty well. I have some workspace. I still have all my woobles there. They're going to stay there because I like them there. And then over here, I have my magnifier ready to use, but I cleaned off the space right here, so that's good. I do have these buckets here, and they're organized. I know how they're organized, and so it's helpful to me, but it does look a little junky, but I just don't have anywhere else to put it, so, and to keep it handy to be able to use and do. I got different projects. It's projects that I'm working on. Like, here's that turtle that I was just working on. This first bucket down here is the little mini, the witch, and the mini me and the mini Angela. And then I have a couple projects here that maybe some of them are finished and I just need to do something with them. And then this is the projects that I'm currently like trying to get done. And then that's some books that I thumb through all the time. So yeah, I made progress. I got my desk cleared up, and I can, whenever I come and sit back down in here later today, I can grab my turtle right there and finish working on it. I'm not far from finishing it, So I do want to get it finished up. But anyway, I'm out of breath. I've been huffing and puffing, just trying to clear my desk up and get things moved around and tidied up a little bit. So, got my drink here, so I'm using it. But anyway, I do want to make some bracelets, so I'll be doing some bead tube videos mixed in with my yarn tube videos. So just to change it up a little bit, make some bracelets and have a little fun, you know, doing different things. But anyway, I have some drawers in my craft area. I have a set of drawers that are crafty stuff in there, and I'm going to go through those and organize my beads. So I might do a video doing that. Is that something y'all want to see? Organizing beads? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, I'm going to get up and hit it and do some more work now that I've caught my breath. I keep forgetting to share this little Care Bear Frankenstein. It is so cute. I've had it in there by my chair, and so I can look at it when I'm sitting in my chair, and I keep forgetting to bring it in here to film it. And so since I'm cleaning up today and moving things around, I brought it in here to show. But it is so cute. I've been enjoying it. It came, I don't know, several weeks ago, and I've been enjoying it in there when I sat in my chair. It was right where I could see it. And so, anyway, I brought it in here so I can enjoy it in here for a little bit. But isn't he cute? I love it. Thank you so much for that. He is just adorable. I like Care Bears. And a Frankenstein Care Bear just is hilarious. Oh. Anyway, I'm still trying to clean up, getting things done, and actually I was working on in my doll room, just sitting in there and organizing some stuff, getting things put away and tidied up in there. I'm about done for today. I'm about done all I can do. But I've made progress. I mean, just having my desk cleaned up and cleaning up around my chair and my cart in there by my chair, cleaned it up. So anyway, I'll do a walkthrough later. Let me go get back busy for a little bit, get the last bit done that I can do, and then I'll be done. I'm not gonna have it all done. I won't have it all done, but I'll have a little bit done. But just to update that I'm still working. It's just slow. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Sissy. Come here, Sissy girl. Oh, Sissy and Sassy. What is it? What is it, Sissy? Well, I've done all the cleaning I'm going to do for today. Phoebe, how are you, baby? Her puppy bed is in the dryer, and I thought it didn't dry, so I had to turn it back on. But her got a clean blanket. She loves her clean blankets. She loves blankets. And just when she gets a new blanket, she is so happy. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I have worked hard trying to just clean up and tidy up things today and just get things kind of organized and put in its place and all, and it has just been an exhausting day. Oh, Sissy and Sassy. I don't know what they waiting on. They got food. They just, Alright, so I'm trying to finish up this turtle. I have worked hard cleaning the house today and just trying to get things done, and I'm exhausted. Totally exhausted. But I want to finish up this, and all I have left is the legs and the tail after I close this little bit up. So I think it's important that I just go ahead and get it done. So I'm going to close this up. by just going around doing a drawstring method type closure. But anyway, Big Daddy's in there on the phone with our son Elijah. Elijah, I mentioned that a while back he was in a car wreck a few weeks to a month ago maybe, and it messed his car up front and back because he was hit from the back and slammed into the car in front of him, and so scrunched his car up. And I feel so bad for him for that because he loved that white Mustang. Anyway, and it messed up his back. He's having a lot of back issues, so he's been going to a doctor. He had x-rays, and then I don't know exactly what was done or said or what, but he's been going to a chiropractor, he's been going to physical therapy, and then he called me this morning that he was leaving the physical therapy, and they had got the results back from an MRI, and he has 2 discs, herniated disc, I think is what he said. And so, bless his heart. And then at work, he was telling me, he said, last night at work, I had to go up and down a ladder. They had a shipment in, and he was trying to put it away, and he said, I had to go up and down a ladder about 40 times. And I was like, I'm sorry, baby. So now he's in there talking to, he's not in here. He called his dad to talk to him. So he called me this morning, called his dad tonight. I love that he calls us and talks. He called me the other night, and we talked on the phone for about 3 hours, almost 3 hours. I was like, I loved every minute of it, though. I'm not complaining, not one bit. But Big Daddy had a long day at work, so he's kind of wore out and tired, too. They turned in their application and a very large check to have it expedited. So maybe it will get a rush on it. But they turned in the application for their license. And yeah, they're all excited. They still gotta hire a lot of nurses though. All these different shifts, gotta have employees, and when they come to do their walkthrough, they have to have all the employees on the premises trained, all the staff trained, and they're in their position. So it's still a little bit to do, but hopefully it'll happen soon. All right, now I hope these legs turn out. On this, you start going around, you do a leg, you go so many, do a leg, go so many, do a tail, a leg, and then hope it just turns out at a good spot that looks good for the head. I don't know. We're just going to see how it goes. Hopefully it will. I'm on the last leg of this. And why I can't really do that on camera because I don't want to give away their pattern. I think I can do this last bit without having to say everything I'm doing. I was having to talk myself through it. But anyway, I'm almost finished with this turtle, and then I just have to put him together. And when I did this one, I did try to sew that head on because I thought it would look better sewed on, and I couldn't do it. It was looking very, very wonky and not tight or neat or anything like that. And so eventually I was going to wait and see if somebody else could sew it on for me, but the opportunity never came up, so I ended up gluing it on, and it is fine. So that is what I'm going to do today, is glue that head on here. So here we go. And I hope, let me just see something here. I want to make sure, I just don't think there's enough room there for the head. I don't know. Let me see. I struggled with this. Just struggling today. I'm struggling because I'm just having a not wonderful day. It's not horrible and it's not really bad, but it's just a not wonderful day. You know what I mean? Whew, it is. It has been a day. And it's because I was trying to do too much. Definitely. I've been trying to do too much. But I had things I needed to get done. You know? I wanted to get some things lined out and done and just ready to let me see, get things done for me, because I want to work on some beads, some bracelets and such. And I don't know, when I sit down to do something like that, I really feel guilty if the house isn't clean. I don't know. So I'm just working hard trying to get some things done. Our house is always clean, but it just needed some extra things put away and tidied up. A little organized about, just things that we surface clean every day. Big Daddy washes his dishes every night. He washes all his clothes on the weekend, and I pick up after myself and clean up anything the cats or Phoebe or whatever knocks over, or. But sometimes you just have to, like, move stuff and wipe down the kitchen counters, instead of just doing a little wipe it off. Sometimes you actually need to move things and gotta put my move things so you can scrub that counter good. And that's what I needed to do. So I did that today, and I fell last weekend. I've been really sore, but I've been kind of doing some exercises, stretches to stretch that muscles in my shoulders and upper back. And so, but today I've been doing that to try to loosen that up and not get stiff and all that. But today, while I was wiping those kitchen counters off and scrubbing those real good, I was feeling it. Oh, I was feeling it. But I'm okay. I really am. I'm not even complaining. I'm just saying, it's part of life. But I think I need to, after this, get a shower and go kick back and find something to watch and just relax and let my brain just turn off for a little while. I feel really exhausted. Okay, so there is my body. I'm gonna plug up my hot glue gun. So I'm plugging this up, letting it warm up. Getting my hot glue going and melting. And I'm going to play with that head and see what position that I want to put it in. Because it did take me forever when I was making this one to decide on that head. And since I'm not going to crochet anymore tonight, I'm putting my crochet hook away. I'll put it up there to go night-night. And I'm going to shut this room down to go night-night. And put the house to bed. To say, you know what I mean? Just everything's tidied up, cleaned up, turn the lights out, put each room to sleep, and I'm going to go relax. I'm feeling a lot of tension. I don't know if it's tension, stress, or what across my shoulders. So I'm just going to put glue all right here. And then I'm just going to shove it on that, and I'm going to hold it real tight and smush that little body together. That's exactly what I did on that. And then once it has had time to cool off and start hardening, then I can kind of look and see if I need to add a little more in there. But right now, I'm going to let my hot glue go and get hot. And so I'm going to be replacing this, removing this one, and this is going to be my new turtle, desk turtle, and this one is going to end up going up to my little vendor shelf. So he can go bye-bye to the vendor shelf. Somebody else might not care that his eyes are, seems a little bit too far back for me, but that's what the pattern said to do. But I just like for the eyes to be a little bit closer, and I know they're probably supposed to be like that, but for mine, I wanted it that way. Oh, what have you all guys done today? Have you done anything productive, or was it a rest day for you? And there is nothing wrong with having a rest day. If that's what your body needs, by all means, take that rest day. The thing is, we just don't want to, get too comfortable resting every day. There are times to rest and times to do stuff. If you're able. Sometimes we're not able. I got a piece of skin that is driving me nuts. It's very painful when things snag on it. And so, when I've had that before, nothing helps it unless you clip it down. So, I'm just trying to give it a good tight clip. I think I got it. Hope so, anyway. Whew. All right, let's see. It's not quite warm enough yet. All right, guys, I believe my hot glue is warm enough. I feel some heat coming from it. So, again, okay, that's the tail. So I'm just going to put glue right here and then just put it on like that. And hopefully it ends up kind of centered between these two front legs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a hot glue stick out in case I need it. I don't know that I will. I just used the Crafter Square glue sticks from the Dollar Tree. I've been using that glue stick for many years now. Okay. I'm just going to lay it here. If I run out of glue, I can grab it up and stick it in here. But I do want to put a good amount of glue right here. And I think that's a good amount of glue. What you guys think? All right, here we go. And I'm just squishing that really tight. Really tight. And I'm just going to hold it here for a moment. And hold it and hold it and hold it. So anyway, we're about to wrap up this video. But I hope you all had a great day. I hope you've enjoyed your day and had a good time. And I hope you've had a good week. We're about to wrap this week up. And I don't know. It's been a little exhausting for me this week. I'm not sure exactly why. but I have felt exhausted. So, got the weekend coming. I want to just sit down and just make bracelets and enjoy that. Oh goodness, I still don't know if I'll film that or not. I don't know. Do you guys want to see me make bracelets? Let me know in the comments, and I can make that happen, because I'm making bracelets anyway. One way or another, I'm making bracelets. Okay, so now I got his head kind of misshapen because I was, squishing it really hard onto that body. But you know what? That glued on really well. And I just squished it really hard. Now I wanted that to be the top of the head, and that's why I had that stitch marker there. So I really wanted that to be the very top of the head. And so it is. Make his head a little round now instead of squished in. But there we go. We got one leg, two legs, a tail, one leg, and two legs. So 4 legs and a tail. Oop, and he's rolling over. Come on, he's got a little fat belly right here. You can't be rolling around. There he goes. Okay, so I'm much happier with my new Emilio. So this one's going to go bye-bye, and this one is the new turtle of my desk. I might have put his head on a little cock-sided, a little crooked. Yep, I did. I put his head just a little bit crooked. I can handle a little bit crooked because, he could be turning his head to look at something. I can handle that much better than the eyes being way back there on the back of his head. So even if he is like, his head's turned a little bit, he's probably looking at me like, what are you talking about, woman? That's probably what I'll think whenever I see him. That he's sitting there saying, woman, what are you talking about now? Alright, guys. I need to close out this video and unplug my hot glue gun. Let's see. I will see you all in the next video. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet or enjoy any other hobby that brings you joy and happiness. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, friends.